Hey guys, welcome back to Professional Weekers YouTube channel. Today we're back here in Weeki Wachee, Florida, and today we are kayaking the Weeki Wachee River. It's gonna be so much fun. Make sure you stick around, check it out, hit that subscribe button, and let's go.
Let's go.
All right guys, so we just got launched, and the deal here is we're at Rogers Park, which is on the Weeki Wachee River. This is a great place to launch your jet skis. Unfortunately, it's such a great place that it does fill up really quick, especially on the weekends. So even though we got here at like 9:30 in the morning, there was not a parking spot to be had. So what I had to do was actually I parked down at the nearby park, Jenkins Park. It's about a mile down the road. Parking down there was $10. I had to walk about a mile, so that took some time, but luckily I dropped all the stuff off here at Rogers Park. So Christine waited here with the kayaks, and I just had to do the walk. Maybe next time I'll bring a bike. Good to know that that's another option if this place is full. Unfortunately, all the businesses around here, they don't allow parking. None of the private residents allow you to park in their yard. So if this lot is full, there's not really a good option. That's your best bet, is somebody's got to walk a mile. So be prepared, but if you're doing kayaking, I assume you're probably in good physical shape to be able to walk that. Just watch out for cars, there's no sidewalks.
All right guys, like we said, we're here. We are in Weeki Wachee. We're having a great old time. Hopefully we'll see some river otters. Hopefully, maybe we'll see a manatee. It's probably not quite manatee season, but hopefully we'll see one. We're gonna go for a swim, have some lunch, and just cruise. So let's go.
Nice relaxing day, looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to that swim after walking that mile.
Yeah.
My goodness, it is hot out here today.
So what did we learn?
It's hot.
Yeah.
Get here early. Get here way early.
Way early. All right, let's
or
go.
you may be able to catch a second wind around lunchtime. Maybe some people are getting off the water around noon or 1.
Yeah. All right, let's get going.
All right, guys. So one of the reasons that we really like Weeki Wachee is it's a very nice kind of peaceful, naturey kind of ride. Super easy. If you come here during the wintertime, you're guaranteed to see manatees. There are manatees going up and down this river. In the summertime, they tend to hang out in the Gulf, so you're probably not going to see them. But we are going to go just a little bit ahead. There's a big deep hole that's where they really like to hang out. So you oftentimes see them coming and going from the Gulf and going to that hole. And in the wintertime, there'll be 20, 30 manatees in that same hole. But first, we got to get through a little bit of a residential area, and then we'll be basically out on our own as we head up towards the Weeki Wachee State Park. We're not going to get all the way there because it is rather far. It's probably 7 miles or so. So you can kayak from there if you pay the state park. They will let you kayak downriver, and then you can get a shuttle bus back upriver, which would be really nice. I don't know what the price is on that. We've never done it. You have to get there rather early, just like here, I guess. But anyways, our plan is we start down here at Rogers Park, and we kind of go about between 2 to 5 miles up river, and then we stop, swim, have a snack, and we're gonna just kind of float back. Okay guys, so we just got to the Manatee spot. It's about a 1/4 mile upstream from Rogers Park. It's not very far. It took us 5 minutes, 10 minutes, because we're kind of going a little slow to get up here. But this is basically what it looks like. And you see where the water's kind of curved out. There's a giant hole right there, and that's where all the manatees like to hang out in the wintertime. So in the summertime, I doubt we're gonna see any, but let's go over there and take a look over the edge and see what we find. All right, so I'm looking. Don't see any manatees. I didn't figure. No bubbles, but do see some wake there. Yeah, so the name of this place is Hospital Hole. So the reason that they call that Hospital Hole is because the waters that come up out of that spring head are thought to have healing properties. So a lot of the injured animals and stuff will come there and hang out, particularly the manatees. You know, if they get boat strikes or something, it's not uncommon to see them hanging out in there trying to get healed up. But definitely no manatees in there today. As I said, I think it's way too warm, but the water is a nice chilly 72 degrees, which it is year round. But we're gonna keep on heading up the river now. But that water does feel amazing, and I can't wait to get in. It's going to be a nice treat after we get done hiking up or paddling up this river. You definitely see how clear it is. About 4 feet deep behind me, and you can see straight through to the bottom. And we've never seen an alligator on this river like we have plenty of other rivers in Florida. And we've even been to the very spring head and talked to the park rangers there, and they say they've never seen one either. So definitely not a problem to go swimming on this river. Never heard of any issues. Don't have to worry about alligators here. Although, of course, it is wild Florida, so keep your wits about you. And watch this kid jump off this rope. Do a backflip. Oh, awesome. Guys, the further upriver we go, just the more beautiful this place gets. I mean, take a look at this. It is amazing. The sun is out. Perfect time of day to come. Let's check out what it looks like underwater, that clear, crystal clear water. Trying to get these fish, but every time I get the camera ready, they're already gone. It's not as easy as I make it look, all right?
Oh God. I don't really.
Are we having a lightsaber battle? Alright guys, so obviously being peak season in the middle of summer, well, it's not really middle of summer, start of summer, it is super busy out here on the river today. But bonus, when it's like that at least, is there is this little guy here at the end of the river. We'll get a closer shot of it in just a second. But he sells hot dogs, so you don't have to bring your own food. I think it's hot dogs. Yeah, see, hot dogs and snacks. So that's cool. You can get some warm food, even if it is a hot dog, while you're out here on the river. Looks like hot dogs, ice cream, snacks. Hot dogs is $4. You get a combo for $6. Ice cream for $3 to $6, and energy drinks $5. Oh my God, guys, I just found Bigfoot. Like, no joke, he's right there. So we just picked our lunch spot right here. There's a nice little sandy kind of beach area. Got a little bit of a swimming hole there. There's quite a bit of cross traffic, so we're gonna have to be dealing with dodging a little bit of both, but just a busy day out here. But I am so looking forward to getting in that water. It's a hot day, worked up a sweat, ready to hop in. So without further ado, let's get in. All right, here we are. We are going to go for a swim. Further I get in, it's a little chilly. Woo-hoo-hoo. Whew. Feels great. And you just start floating. Here comes a bunch of kayakers. Always traffic. It's like swimming in the middle of a highway.
Yeah, so come to the this river, they said. Be fun, they said. 2 million people out here.
Ooh, you just float right down the river. Alright guys, so the water feels amazing. It feels just like it looked. Right. If you are coming to Florida and you want to do a little bit more than just beaches, know that there are so many nice spring heads and rivers just like this where you can swim in the fresh water, not have to worry about sharks, not have to worry about alligators. Keep an eye out for the water moccasins, but I've never seen one, at least here. So, but amazing time, great place, highly recommend it. Florida is more than just beaches. Plenty of water activities to do all across the entire state. And like most times, the lunch of champions, the Wawa subs. Let's eat up. We need to get a Wawa sponsorship for sure. All right guys, so that's gonna wrap up our time here at lunch. We had an amazing time, swam for like well over an hour. The water is so clear, so fresh, love it. I love swimming in water like this. This is one of the big hidden bonuses to living in Florida, to coming to Florida, is you get to swim in places like this. So for everyone's favorite part of the kayak journeys, we get to just kind of float downriver, almost no effort, just kind of lay back, relax, let the water take us. And that's exactly why we go upriver first, so that way we can just relax on the way back. Maybe we'll film something, maybe we won't. You'll see. All right guys, so we did actually get lucky on the way back down here, and we did actually find some manatees. Check these out. All right, guys, so that was super cool. Definitely didn't expect to see manatees this late in the season, but they're definitely there. So keep an eye out. Shout out to Christine because she caught those. She's like, is that a rock? Or, oh no, that's a manatee. I swear, I thought it was just a tree stump. I was gonna keep on going. So she's always the one on the lookout for manatees, for wildlife. I really appreciate that about her because she's definitely more aware while I'm kind of more like head down, heading to the destination, and she's always looking around, keeping an eye out for stuff like that. So that was awesome. Cool. Glad we got to see that. I hope those photos came out really well on the camera too. All right, guys, so we made it right back down the river. We are basically at the Rogers Park area. That is directly ahead of me. So that's where you can see there is all the swimming holes and every, you know, people swimming at the beach. Pretty neat little area. We're gonna try something a little different. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is probably go down that little like canal storm drain area and probably carry the kayak across a couple roads. But I should be able to get fairly close to Jenkins just on the water. So we're gonna give it a shot, see how it goes. You guys can hear me over the fan. This is one of the places here where you can actually rent kayaks too. So if you don't bring your own, there's plenty of places nearby right all around Rogers Park. There's like 3 or 4 places that'll rent kayaks to you. I think they're about $40 usually per day. All right, guys, so we are on our way back. We're on our way back to Jenkins Park. I'm one bridge down so far. That one was super easy. Go right underneath of it. The next one though, it's basically like a drainage ditch. I mean, it's like a hole. Let's see what these other people are doing, if anybody else is going through it. I don't know, I'm a little nervous about this. If there's an alligator in there, you know, then you're stuck in a pipe with an alligator, but it looks like other people ahead of me are going, so I think I'm gonna give it a shot. All right, guys, so the closer I'm getting to it, the bigger it looks. It's actually not quite as scary as I thought, but it's still, if I hadn't seen those other people go through, I'm not sure I would. But you can see, this is the hole right here. It is definitely pretty small. All right, guys, here we go. Wish me luck. Hope there's no gators in there. This is probably the most sketchy thing I've done on the Florida waters yet. I'm so glad I saw those other people go. But the current is moving through there, so here we go. It's definitely tight. Oh, but I can see the end. Almost there. Almost there. All right. Woohoo! Yeah, we survived. Makes it way easier. We're almost there. Next stop, Jenkins Park, boat ramp, all that. You guys got to let me know in the comments below. Would you have gone through that storm drain? Like, am I just being like a pansy here, or is that a legitimate fear? Let me know in the comments below what you would have done.
All right, guys, we are getting eaten up by yellow flies, even though we have the bug spray. So we are going to go ahead and head back on down the river and yeah, see some cool things along the way. If not, we'll see you back at the boat ramp. And yeah, ouch. And here's Lewis with the pro tips.
All right, guys, so here are your pro tips for kayaking at Weeki Wachee. I'd say number 1 is if Rogers Park is too full, like it probably will be by the time you get there, then you can easily park at Jenkins. But remember that parking at both locations is about $10, and you will be ticketed if you do not pay to park or if you do not park correctly. So make sure you park in the right place and make sure you pay to park. Pro tip number 2 is if you do decide to park at Jenkins, it is about a mile away. You can either walk or you can actually kayak from here to and from here. It's super easy. Just watch out for that super scary tunnel. And pro tip number 3 is, as always, be aware and be respectful of your fellow boaters and the wildlife. So look out for those boats that are coming through. They need the deep water. Make sure you give way to them. And if you're boating like that, make sure that you don't be a jerk and watch out for the kayakers. Also, watch out for those manatees because there are plenty of them in the river. And remember, don't touch the manatees. Don't touch the wildlife. Don't harass the wildlife. That's going to do it for today. Remember, like, share, comment, subscribe. Again, let me know in the comments below, would you have gone through that super scary tunnel? Because I thought it was super sketch and I was totally sketched out and I'd love to hear about it. Am I just being a pansy or is that like a legit thing? Let me know if you would have done it. And with that being said, we're out of here and we'll see you next weekend.
Smack me with that paddle, bro. You won't fight.
I'm not gonna smack you.
It's okay, I'll record it.
It's already being recorded. Her being sassy with me just got recorded. It's probably gonna end up on our amateur outtakes.
Yeah. I do like our bloopers. We are pretty funny these days.
Alright. You want to have a real quick lightsaber battle? That'd be funny.
We're done. You crack my paddle, I'm gonna crack your head.
And pro tip number 3,
You didn't say part of number 2. You didn't say part of number 2 is remember to
boating at Weeki Wachee. I'd say number 1.
kayaking, Weeki Wachee.
Okay.
Easy, bro. Easy, bro.
Alright. Oh, these are blurry. Oh no, it's my paddle. Like, it's not easy.